Now, with all this rain, there's actually some interesting news. They estimate this year there's about 1 billion butterflies all migrating out to Oregon. So this is good news for these creatures. This is the painted lady butterfly, which you've probably seen. The painted lady butterflies have been migrating. They started migrating from southern Arizona and have been crossing over through California on their way to the breeding grounds in Oregon. So that's nearly a 2,000 miles journey for these butterflies. And we've seen quite a lot of them. In fact, when I was coming into work, I just was curious to see how many of these butterflies were coming up. I think those were the ones that were chased away by the sirens. Sometimes you see a few of them, and sometimes you just see clumps of them. Yeah, it was quite a sight to see.
So I'm just going to say, because I didn't know, that's actually what they did for SpongeBob. Again, that was not us. That was actually SpongeBob did that. So
we were wondering, is this an invasion? Well, let's see. Well, that's the largest painted lady butterfly I've ever seen. Although it's really a moth, isn't it? So, okay, so just to give you an idea, the whole life cycle from the egg to the adult butterfly is about a month. And then here, in the next slide, we can just take a look at some of the butterflies that we commonly see around California, swallowtail and the monarch, whose migration routes have naturally been documented very well. Not as well as the painted lady. Because of the rains, they estimate this year there's about 1 billion of these butterflies all migrating out to Oregon. And then eventually they will breed again, and then they will spread out to the Pacific Northwest. So that's kind of like the cycle of life. And these are just pretty pictures of butterflies from our staff, butterflies settling on the flowers and just taking up the nectar to get to the food, because they only fly about 25 miles an hour tops, and they can fly about 100 miles per day, and then they rest and then feed again. Here's some more flying over our telescope dome. I see. And here's one from our very own Tony Cook.
They let anybody take pictures of them.
Yes.
And this is actually an art piece by my sister. It's part of a Pasadena public art project. There are 5 art pieces up in public spaces. This one's in Sierra Madre and Sierra Madre Villa intersection. It'll be up for more than a year, and it's a piece about butterflies, a relative to the painted lady. It's actually endangered, but local to us here. Yeah, Karen Reitzel is my sister. You can look it up online.